In my last video, we talked about David Zyla's concept of finding your true colors, which goes beyond traditional color theories you might be used to. If you have already seen that video, you might have a clearer vision of your color season. But if you're not sure yet, don't worry. I will link my previous video here, or you can watch this video here so you can dive into that first and figure out if you are a spring, summer, autumn or winter. But if you know your season or just curious to know what might come up next, this video is for you. Because in David Zyla's concept, discovering your season is just the beginning. To truly express your authentic personal style, there is one more step. Now is the time to claim your archetype. For those of you who are new here, let me quickly introduce David Zyla. He is an Emmy Award-winning stylist and the best-selling author of Color Your Style and How to Win at Shopping. As a stylist and a costume designer who has spent over 30 years in this field, helping women from political leaders like Hillary Clinton to Broadway stars, as well as women who are celebrities only to the people who know them. His approach takes personal color analysis to the next level by introducing archetypes that are tailored just for you. So in this video, we are diving into the 6 archetypes within each season. If you already know your season, feel free to skip ahead to your specific season. I have listed timestamps below to make it easy for you. Watch all 6 archetypes for your season, and by the end you will be able to claim the one that feels most authentic and personal to you and your personality. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first archetype for spring is Vital Spring, also known as the Prom Queen. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Kristen Davis, Eva Longoria, Suzanne Lucy, Rachel Ray. Her motto: that sounds like fun. Her secret superpower: charm, charm and more charm. The world's hostess. Invite a Vital Spring for your dinner party and you guarantee a great evening for all. She will keep the crowd entertained while you are slaving in the kitchen. But what's her kryptonite? When it's no longer fun, she often doesn't want to play anymore. Her nature image is inspired by zinnias, French parrot tulips, gerbera daisies, and pom-poms. Artists like Mondorian and Matisse for high contrast primary colors. Her fabulous fabrics are cotton pique, cotton satin, fail, buccal, patent leather, and satin. Her signature scent is citrus. It's brisk, bold, and does not linger. High contrast outfits always shine on the prom queen. A red scarf with a black coat or polka dots on a blueberry colored umbrella. She loves playful surprises like a vividly colored coat lining or energy colored enamel charms on her bracelet. The prom queen's wardrobe staples include a Chanel-style boucle jacket, slim packed skirts, crisp button front blouses with pearl buttons, and vintage-inspired cotton dresses. Swing coats and structured purses are her signature crisp. Muted, grayish colors, and oversized pieces should be skipped. Cowboy boots also clash with her feminine spirit. Instead, she thrives with high-contrast, playful feminine dresses. With her prom queen charm, the Vital Spring is the life of every party. She makes instant connection, radiates warmth, and leads with an infectious smile. She is independent and magnetic, thrives in social settings where her natural charisma shines. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the Vital Spring or the prom queen archetype. The second archetype for spring is early spring, also known as the playful princess. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Angela Lansbury, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Naomi Watts. Her motto is how amusing. Secret superpower: an instinct for what's most important. You can count on an early spring to always get to the heart of the matter. But what's her kryptonite? Not being appreciated. That causes the early spring to droop like a wilted flower. Her nature image is inspired by crocuses poking their tips up through the snow, gladiolus and iris. Artists like Monet and other impressionists whose cool saturated pastels are perfect for early springs. For the playful princess, light, low contrast works looks best. Stick to 2 color groups at a time, like a third base suit with a pastel romantic blouse, plus accessorize in similar tones. Patterns should feel delicate, like Monet's water lilies, soft, blended strokes, or confetti prints. Bold, high contrast patterns, not her vibe. Her fabulous fabrics are cashmere, organza, suede, and especially crisp cottons. No other type looks as good in a crisp winter white blouse. And her signature scent, gentle, flowery, soft and powdery, but with a slight kick, such as jasmine. The playful princess shines in pastel polished cotton trench coats, Hollywood waisted pants, slim skirts, crisp blouses with thin belts, or a modern short dress with a popped collar. Sleek, close-fitting hats like a beret, blouses with bows or chinos with novelty embroidery, but always tailored to her feminine curves. Her style is cool, sweet and flowery with a hint of irony and a playful kick. Denim is a no-go. It just doesn't suit her delicate playful style. She should also skip anything masculine like men's style trenches or patch pockets, as well as bold high contrast prints. These feel too harsh for her literal feminine soft vibe. Early springs are ladylike, proper and demure, but they are also lively and full of fun. With their cool elegance and impeccable manners, they exude an air of to the manner born. Yet beneath that polished surface lies a playful, inquisitive spark. Picture her at a job interview, flawless in a dove grey suit and pearly blouse. Very elegant, right? Then cracking a clever joke that leaves everyone laughing. A good girl? Yes, but with plenty of pluck. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the early spring or the playful princess archetype. The third archetype for spring is the floral spring or the wholesome flirt. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Doris Day, Barbara Walters, and Reese Witherspoon. Her motto, live for today. Secret superpower, making the most of every moment. But what's her kryptonite? Realizing that she is making a mistake in the middle of making it and then becoming self-conscious. Her nature image is inspired by daffodils, hyacinth, and tulips. Artists like Fragonard, wholesome flirts shine in crisp contrasts, like a white blouse under an energy-colored suit paired with pearls. The white adds a halo effect. Though she is feminine, her fabulous fabrics needs to stay crisp. Camel's hair, gabardine, eyelet, and organdy are best. Her signature scent, sweet and floral. You might see her trying a strawberry-scented lip balm. The floral spring loves brightly colored peacoats, slim trousers with ankle slits, A-line skirts, cute sweater sets, and shift dresses with pastel palettes, garments that highlight her ultra-feminine flirty nature. She enjoys whimsical touches like bow-shaped clutches or bee-buckle sandals, but everything must feel frothy and playful, never too practical. Austere or overly serious styles don't suit her carefree, flirty nature. The wholesome flirt should skip camouflage pants, too serious for her, and one-shoulder gowns, too asymmetrical for her, as they disrupt her balanced and feminine vibe. Like the coquettish beauty in Fragonard's The Swing, the floral spring embodies flirtatious and feminine charm. She seems like an enchanted creature who has spent her life in a garden, only now venturing into the world of mortals. Floral springs are genuinely charming, with a gift for seeing the best in everything and everyone, including you. Their flirtatious nature stems from their belief that life is a garden, and why not enjoy every flower? And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the floral spring or the wholesome flirt archetype. The fourth archetype of spring is the buoyant spring, also known as the life of the party. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Cameron Diaz, Goldie Hawn, and Queen Latifah. Her motto, how interesting. Secret superpower, enthusiasm. Everything fascinates her. But what's her kryptonite? Sometimes that all-encompassing enthusiasm can become a little overwhelming, well scattered. Her nature image is inspired by sunflowers, daisies, buttercups, button palms, cosmos, tuberoses, and foxgloves. Artists like Matisse for high contrast coloring. She always adds a pattern to her outfit or accessories to tie everything together. She might pair a romantic colored shirt and third base capris with plaid sandals that feature both color and plus they are a great conversation starter. Poplin, organza, embroidered cotton, linen, and stretch satin are her fabulous fabrics. And her signature scent, sporty, invigorating, perhaps with a hint of eucalyptus. A splash rather than a cologne work better, as it is lighter and less serious. A blazer cut to the high hip with a straight waist, capris, a turtleneck with short puff sleeves, a metallic brocade shift dress with feather hems. Must avoids are hyper formality and not just in clothing. She should avoid chiffon kaftans and motorcycle-inspired looks. Though I do not know what Zyla means when he says motorcycle-inspired looks. Maybe leather jackets and studs? Maybe. I think what he means by that is maybe biker chic, as we know, the biker chic aesthetic. As for leather and boots, they harden her girly silhouette, so it's also a no-go. Playful, sporty, and energetic. The buoyant spring is full of high spirits and cheer. She is more at home in shorts and capris than a full-length gown. Though, when she does dress up, you will be surprised by her beauty. As a natural cheerleader, she draws others out, encouraging them to share their ideas and then makes those ideas sound brilliant. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the buoyant spring or the life of the party. The fifth archetype for spring is mischievous spring, aka the pixie. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Tyra Banks, Bernadette Peters, Rosie Perez, Rihanna, and Julia Roberts. Her motto, everything I really want eventually comes to me. Her secret superpower, huge confidence in herself. But what's her kryptonite? Expects everyone to come to her, which means sometimes she can be a bit selfish. Perhaps even more than a bit. Her nature image is inspired by lily pad, bluebells, and buttercups. Artists like landscape artists who paint French countryside. Gentle contrast work best for our pixie, though she can handle more contrast than most springs can in an outfit. Tightly textured knits, brushed cottons, embossed suede, organza, crisp cotton, pique are her fabulous fabrics. And her signature scent, narcissus and hyacinth. A softly tailored anorak, short sleeve knit sweater with a self belt and collar, slim stretch cigarette pants, a pleated hem mini skirt, a boucle knit hooded cardigan, and a halter style printed maxi dress. Big ruffles at the cuffs, too silly. The pixie should skip wide leg trousers, full skirt gowns, and layered dresses. She should also avoid overly polished looks that screams, I am serious. When I think of mischievous springs, I think of the sound of jingle bells, frolicsome, fun, and charm personified. She works hard, but you would never guess it. It's as if a team of elves magically handled her tasks. Though she seems like the ultimate free spirit, she always meets deadlines, shows up on time, and delivers. Her process might drive more organized types crazy. She is the kind of woman who shows up at a party looking stunning even if she bought the dress that morning and borrowed the lipstick. No matter how she got there, she always looks fantastic and brings her mischievous fun to the party. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the mischievous spring or the pixie. The sixth and the final archetype for spring is Tawny Spring, aka the Maverick. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Amy Adams, Carol Burnett, and Ginger Rogers. Her motto, I am my own trendsetter. Being a little bit ahead of the curve and bringing other people along with her is her secret superpower. But what's her kryptonite? Sometimes she just can't get past that one niggling detail, the fly in the ointment, or like the one thing that tarnishes the whole. Frustration with something relatively minor can sometimes spoil the whole thing for her. Her nature image is inspired by poppies, green euphorbia, yarrow, pear blossom, and ranunculus. Artists like Reno and Rousseau. The Tawny Spring, a true maverick, mixes diverse elements in her own unique way. She will balance contrasts exactly how she wants. A vintage 1960s tranquil colored blouse becomes fresh when paired with a second base turtleneck and skinny fit trousers. Mavericks, take notes. Avoid shades of same colors. It will be too muddy for you and create the effect of lacking dynamic energy. Pony, light popcorn tweeds, embossed leather, and knits are her fabulous fabrics. And her signature scents, she will probably favor a mixture of citrus and spice. She is eclectic. She'll probably have several small bottles of different scents, but none of them will be floral or powdery. The Maverick loves an updated military style jacket, boot cut trousers, a mini skirt with tights, a vintage 1960s blouse, and a button front knit dress with contrasting collars and cuffs over a tank. She can easily pull off feathered clutches, fingerless gloves, or plaits, and even better if she wears them all at once. If her look resembles a costume from As You Like It, she is all in. Vintage shops are her weakness. The Maverick should skip matching sets like a blazer and skirt combo. She doesn't do suits. She makes a statement by mixing diverse pieces together, as she is her own trendsetter. Long flowing skirts and minimalist styles are also a no-go. Her high energy doesn't suit the soft drapey feel of chiffon. Minimalism also won't work. It will be too genteel for her. And also monochromes will not work. The quirkiest of the spring archetypes, the Tawny Spring is hard to pin down. She zigzags from one activity to another, but she is reliable and trustworthy with her method to her madness. She views the world with her teal-colored glasses, unique and distinctive. While others see the forest, she notices that one branch where a rare species has built its nest. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the Tawny Spring or the Maverick. The first archetype for summer is Classic Summer, aka the Classic Beauty. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Scarlett Johansson, Grace Kelly, Beyonce, Diane Sawyer, and Charlize Theron. Her motto, harmony above all. What about her secret superpower? All she has to do is to show up. You know how some people simply have to walk through the door to lighten up the whole room. That's the hallmark of a classic summer. But what's her kryptonite? Things being out of harmony throws this woman out of loop. Inspired by the nature image of peony and cabbage rose. Artists like Thomas Gainsborough and John Singer Sargent. The classic beauty thrives in gentle contrast with colors and similar values. High contrast works in small details like jacket piping or a sapphire pendant with a fur base wrap dress. Avoid high contrast in larger garments like romantic colored pants with a second base jacket. It can look imbalanced. Cashmere, camel's hair, suede silk, silk knit, and cotton organdy are her fabulous fabrics. And what about her signature scent? This type often feels overwhelmed by perfumes, and will frequently wear it only in an after bath powder. The scent may contain the essence of lavender. The classic summer needs an open jacket, a cowl-neck sweater, straight trousers, a gabardine fishtail skirt, a cashmere wrap sweater with a shell-shaped pin, and a wrap halter dress. These elegant pieces highlight her classic beauty. Think ancient Greek draping, wrap dresses, clingy sweaters, and draped skirts. Effortless, timeless, and beautiful. The classic beauty should skip garments with animal prints. She thrives in simple, clean lines and beautiful fabrics. Industrial styles are too functional for her. She values beauty over practicality. The classic summer values harmony, not out of rigidity, but devotion. She is always charming in public, even to her enemies, though she will later vent about them privately. A dreamy adventurer, she may book a trip after reading about an exotic place. With high expectations for herself and others, she is demanding but gives much in return. Loyal and devoted. Once you are on her list, she will be your most steadfast friend and partner. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the classic summer or the classic beauty. The second archetype for summer is Jewel Tone Summer, aka the glamorous career girl. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Tina Fey, Andy McDowell, Catherine McPhee, and Jacqueline Smith. What's her motto? I will take care of that. And her secret superpower? She is always right. Really, don't fight it. She is. But what's her kryptonite? She has a very hard time delegating. And why not? When you are always right, it's hard to let go and let other people potentially make mistakes. She is inspired by the nature image of violets, hyacinth, and American Beauty rose. Artists like Angra. The glamorous career girl wears the highest contrast of all summer types, but must tie the look together with an accessory. Some of her fabulous fabrics are cashmere, knit, satin-faced wool, wool jersey, and cotton poplin. Her signature scents are rose and geranium. The glamorous career girl looks best in a velvet single-breasted blazer, fit and flare jeans, a 1940s inspired chiffon skirt, a portrait collar sweater, a rib knit wrap dress with a self belt. She needs a structure, but her clothing must highlight her curves. She should avoid taking on masculine styles. Miniskirts and geometric patterns don't work for her. The Jewel Tone Summer is the 1940s glamorous career girl. She is strong, feminine, but never frou-frou. She is also strong. She is always in charge, yet warm and approachable, balancing a friendly greeting with a crisp command. A great manager, she never loses her feminine aura. She can be there for you when you need comfort, yet still meets her every deadline. Loved by everyone, from the grocery clerk to the gas station attendant. She is warm, reliable, and always in control. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the Jewel Tone Summer or the glamorous career girl. The third archetype for summer is the Sunset Summer, aka the Elegant Bohemian. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Juliana Margulies. Her motto, one step at a time. What about her secret superpower? When these elegant bohemians offer an invitation, it's hard to resist. Whether they are inviting you to a lunch, an unexpected weekend, or a whirlwind romance. But what's her kryptonite? This type's kryptonite is stress overload. She is her own worst enemy. She is inspired by the nature image of Queen Anne's lace, Liatris, Leptospermum, and Ombre roses. Artists like Jean-Baptiste Camille Corot. The elegant bohemian looks best in medium contrast outfits. A white blouse with a corset style vest paired with a subtle print skirt creates a lovely look, especially in the first base boots. Painted velvet, Washed silk crepe, brushed moleskin, and washed suede are her fabulous fabrics. Her signature scent is patchouli, earthy but powdery. The sunset summer as an elegant bohemian, she shines in a long cape-style cloak, gaucho pants, a full-sleeved embroidered blouse, a ribbed knit skirt, and an off-shoulder dress with a drawstring neckline. Low-key lush frills like lace-up plackets, ruffles, and hand embroidery suits her. Clothes with a costume feel like a corset and long skirt or a poet blouse looks fantastic on her. She should avoid clothing that feels heavy and restricting, like suits or Hawaiian print beachwear. Anything lacking lushness or romance won't suit her old world spirit. The sunset summer is generous, sensitive, and tactile. She communicates through touch and offers a deep trust and discernment. With a serene spiritual nature, she is a natural caretaker, tending to people, ideas, and relationships. Her parties are unforgettable, deeply personal, and heartfelt, making her one of the best hostess around. Though not seeking attention, she has an almost mystical presence that others notice. She avoids competition. She prefers to withdraw when things get tense and finds fulfillment somewhere else. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the sunset summer or the elegant bohemian. The fourth archetype for summer is the dusky summer, also known as the Earth Mother. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Maggie Gyllenhaal and Meredith Vieira. Her motto, I can help you make that better. What's her superpower? This is the woman who brings the best in everyone. But what's her kryptonite? People who don't want help, don't realize they need help, or just don't want to change their situation can drive the dusky summers wild with frustration. She just doesn't get it. How can anyone not want to improve? Inspired by the nature imagery of hydrangea, viburnum, and ranunculus, artists like Maxfield Parrish. The Earth Mother thrives in low contrast with textures that absorb and reflect light. A pastel romantic colored dress under a matching romantic color coat is stunning on a dusky summer. Think of her as a soft, petal-like gradient with colors flowing seamlessly from one to the other. Her fabulous fabrics are anything that's soft and fleecy or simply soft. Think cashmere, angora, cotton cashmere, or cotton knit. Her signature scent is sandalwood and rose. The Earth Mother shines in a hooded cashmere wrap jacket, slim knit trousers, a gym-inspired drawstring skirt, a tunic length sweater with a matching tank, and a portrait collar wool jersey dress. She should avoid harsh masculine styles like olive khaki colored combat pants or stiff double-breasted jackets. Satin is also a no-go. Its luster clashes with her soft nature. The Earth Mother thrives on helping others grow and flourish. She won't do the work for you, but will nurture you to reach your potential. Balance is key for her. She needs both her work time and downtime. A career that lets her work from home, blending life and work, suits her the best. She extends her nurturing spirit beyond her circle, often supporting her community in big and small ways. The dusky summer finds beauty in the ordinary, whether it's a wood crane or a sheltered dog's paw. Though generous, she keeps her unique perspective to herself. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the dusky summer or the Earth Mother. The fifth archetype for summer is the Renaissance summer, aka the drama queen. Some well-known celebrities that embody this archetype are Kate Blanchett and Greta Garbo. Her motto, I go after what I want and look fabulous while doing it. And her secret power is she is fearless. The Renaissance summer rushes it when others fear to tread, and somehow she still makes it work. But what's her kryptonite? When this drama queen is riding high, she is full of energy. But when she is low, she is very low. Inspired by the nature imagery of Ranunculus and Scabiosa. Artists like Peter Paul Rubens. The drama queen needs to incorporate contrast gently into her outfits. Suede, burnt out velvet, brocade, corduroy, and lawn are her best fabrics. Her signature scents are blackcurrant and pine. The drama queen favors period clothing with a dramatic flair. A long, fitted, single-breasted velvet coat, a peasant blouse with a wide belt, slim legging-type trousers tucked into tall boots, a long suede skirt, a poet-inspired blouse with lace cuffs, and a dress featuring corset detailing. Her wardrobe relies on patterns, textures, and lightly woven fabrics. Pedestrian or basic clothing are a no-go. No one looks worse in jeans and a plain t-shirt than a Renaissance summer. The plainer the clothing, the harsher she looks. She is fiercely loyal and she will maintain an alliance longer than any of all the archetypes. No one thinks more quickly on her feet than she does. And no one keeps her balance better either. Whereas most summers resemble watercolor, the Renaissance summer is painted in rich, sensual oils that resemble a gentler version of autumn. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the Renaissance summer or the drama queen. The sixth and the final archetype of summer is iridescent summer, also known as the mysterious mermaid. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Lily Sobieski, Meryl Streep, and Uma Thurman. Her motto, "I can help you make your dreams come true." Her secret superpower, from throwing an elaborate surprise party to creating a gift basket for a neighbor in the hospital. The mysterious mermaid makes lovely things happen effortlessly, almost in a magical way. You might almost suspect her getting up early in the morning or slipping away after bedtime to accomplish all her extra tasks, as though she has a whole other life that no one else is privy to. But what's her kryptonite? People who don't believe in possibility and dreams. The mysterious mermaid will stop at nothing to make a friend's dreams come true, but she can't bear to be around people who have given up on all of life's wonderful possibilities. Nature imagery, bluebells or lily of the valley, anything is small, delicate, elf-like. Artists like Rosalba Carrera and some of the brighter works of George Seurat. The mysterious mermaid shines in low contrast shades that blend seamlessly. Her fabulous fabrics are iridescent chiffon, pearlized leather, cruel knit, delicately embroidered calf. Again, this creature does best in translucent, shimmery fabrics. Her signature scents are white narcissus or anything crisp or delicate. Careful though, white linen is too crisp. The mysterious mermaid loves clothes as ethereal as her coloring. She wears iridescent leather jackets, slim stretch jeans, beaded tunics, seamed chiffon skirts, and sari-inspired gowns. Delicate, lustrous, and magical. Her colors should be light, dusky, and translucent. Flowing, uninterrupted pieces like long scarves, they maintain her magical silhouette. Art glass accessories and a pearlized canvas raincoat, ballet flats suit her best. Heavy-soled boots are a no-go for this airy spirit. Avoid outfits with too many lines like short jackets over blouses or trousers tucked into tall boots. Pass on taffeta ball gowns and patch pockets. The iridescent summer has a magical, ethereal quality, like a mermaid, fairy, or a spirit. Her light laugh is contagious, uplifting everyone nearby. She has a unique ability to deeply understand everyone and their struggles. But instead of offering direct advice, she inspires and supports them in a non-judgmental way. She gently brings people together without ever being forceful. She prefers to inspire rather than instruct. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the iridescent summer or the mysterious mermaid. The first archetype of autumn is Spicy Autumn, also known as the sensual backpacker. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Joy Behar, Sandra Bullock, Hilary Swank, and Nia Vardalos. Her motto, have an adventure every day. Her secret superpower, bringing many diverse ingredients into harmony. If you need someone to coordinate a team at work, to pull together the elements of an outfit, or to figure out how to select food, dishes, centerpiece, and background music to create the perfect dinner party, ask a Spicy Autumn. But what's her kryptonite? Injustice. The Spicy Autumn likes to work hard and play hard, but nothing saps her energy like an encounter with a situation or a person that deems unfair. Injustice simply rattles her. She is inspired by the natural imagery of Hypericum, sunflower, and red ginger. Artists like Paul Gauguin. This sensuous backpacker has the most blended look of all the types. Her fabulous fabrics are patterned velvet, leather, brushed denim, and crepe. And what about her signature scents? Clove and cumin. This type favors an embroidered 3/4 length coat, boot-cut corduroy trousers, a batik printed camisole, a sari style wrap skirt, and a mandarin style dress. On any other type, the muddy browns and grayish greens that she favors would look dull as dishwater. But on our sensuous backpacker, they evoke olive groves and steamy jungles. No other type has her flair for ethnic style and unusual accessories. She is the perfect type to mix a batik print with an angora sweater and a wooden piece of jewelry, and somehow she makes those work. Her clothing silhouettes are based on practical styles, and her ideal style incorporates global influences from all the cultures. She should pass on perky full-skirted dresses and all ruffles and shredded pieces. The perkiness of the full circle skirt does not mesh with a woman who is a fighter for justice. So ruffles seem silly and little girlish. Some details such as large ruffle sleeves and oversized buttons are not organic for this type. It may seem that these elements are tagged on and cartoonish, rather than stemming from a practical purpose. The sensuous backpacker has an eclectic life full of glorious, unexpected adventure, and her wardrobe is made up of the things she collected on her way. The Spicy Autumn is warm and nurturing, and here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the Spicy Autumn or the sensuous backpacker. The second archetype for autumn is the mellow autumn, or also known as the sexy librarian. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Diane Lane, Emma Thompson, and Kate Winslet. Her motto, I do the right thing for its own sake. And what about her secret superpower? Despite her mellow exterior, the mellow autumn slices through a problem with a surgeon's scalpel. She sees straight at the heart of any issue, almost at a glance. You almost feel that you could show her a Rubik's Cube and she could figure out the solution without even touching it. But what's her kryptonite? Being thrust into the spotlight. The mellow autumn works best behind the scenes. She is inspired by the natural imagery of Tricia, Fujimam, and Ixia. Artists like Jean Vermeer. The sexy librarian's looks thrives on low contrast with a dramatic composition. The mellow autumn should avoid cluttering her outfit, keeping the drama simple but impactful. Her fabulous fabrics are RS tweed, China silk, handkerchief linen, and boucle. And what about her signature scents? Musk and eucalyptus. The sexy librarian should wear a suede trench coat, a 1940s style tweed trousers, a pleated twill blouse with a 3/4 sleeve, a top stitch A-line skirt, and a metallic knit shift dress with twisted straps. These pieces combine propriety with a sexy flair. While she may rock a bookish look, don't be fooled. She can also surprise with a cutting-edge dress on a wedding, confidently pulling off a daring look that others wouldn't dare to try. The mellow autumn looks great in severe clothes, but they should avoid high contrast prints as they are too harsh for them. Her colors are soft and harmonious, like at a country garden. So only gentle contrast works. She should also skip chiffon bow blouses as it feels childish on her. The sexy librarian may rock a clingy suede skirt and blazer, but she's the last to notice her looks. She's the least vain and one of the hardest workers. If she weren't so irreverent and fun, she'd be a Girl Scout. Loyal, devoted, industrious, and always putting work before play. Smart and analytical. She has also got a sharp wit and a wicked sense of humor, and that may catch even her closest friends off guard. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the mellow autumn or the sexy librarian. The third archetype for autumn is the Gamine autumn or the stylish beatnik. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Jessica Biel, Tova Felsha, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Her motto, I do it my way. What's her secret superpower? Her unique and intensely personal process. If you want someone who does things like no one else, go to the Gamine autumn. You will never confuse her with anybody else. But what's her kryptonite? Trying to blend in. She can't do it. She shouldn't even try. This type's forte is doing her own thing. As long as she is allowed to do her own thing, she will shine bright. But when she is asked to blend in, she becomes fiery, fierce, and bad-tempered. She is inspired by the natural imagery of seeded eucalyptus and Lenten rose. Artists like Frans Hals and Albert Dürer. The stylish beatnik looks best in medium contrasts. If wearing multiple colors, she should opt for prints. Her fabulous fabrics are silk du peony, muslin, basket cloth, and raw silk. And her signature scents are rose oil and cedar. The stylish beatnik shines in a hooded overcoat with toggles, stirrup leggings, a tie front blouse under a jumper, a pencil skirt with side buttons, a fine veil corduroy shirt dress. She is drawn to the unusual and the quirky. Think of her wedding dress, likely a short, stylish dress in a color other than white. She also looks great in a tweed dress, accessorized with a boucle beret or a with stitched gloves. The stylish beatnik should avoid anything ordinary or classic. The simple little black dress does nothing for this unconventional type. Solid color sheet dresses and a floor-length dress is also a no-go for this type. A gabardine sheet dress might look awesome on other types, but on her, it stifles her quirkiness. And no chiffon. She needs clothes that capture her humor and eclectic vibes. The Gamine autumn is a stellar team player. Loyal, hardworking, and deeply dedicated. Though she thrives on freedom to do things her own way, she never seeks the spotlight. Attention is something she wants, but only as a part of the team. While she certainly stands out in her social settings, people often remember meeting her, but she is a highly private person. Even those she trusts may be surprised of how little they know her. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the Gamine autumn or the stylish beatnik. The fourth archetype for autumn is the Copper Autumn, also known as the high stakes gambler. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Rita Hayworth, Katharine Hepburn, Julianne Moore, and Jessica Rabbit. Her motto, I make my own luck. Her secret superpower, she is totally upfront about what she wants and often she gets it. But what's her kryptonite? Not getting her own way. Of course, no one likes not getting their own way. But for the Copper Autumn, being crossed, frustrated, or even unreasonably delayed just pushes her buttons. That's when you see her vulnerability. Her coppery flame goes out and she finds a way to refuel. She's just not open for business. and she is inspired by the natural imagery of pincushion protea and parakeet heliconia. Artist Paul Cézanne. The high stakes gambler has a natural sense of drama, but she doesn't need high contrast. Low contrast is enough to make a statement, and that suits her the best. And to tie her outfit together, she can turn to metallic accents. Fabulous fabrics, taffeta, shantung, sari, and chalice. And what about her signature scents? Marigold and grapefruit. The high stakes gambler needs a wardrobe that reflects her feisty, passionate, and daring nature. Key pieces include a Mandarin style brocade coat, slim velvet stretch pants, a ribbed turtleneck, a high waisted pencil skirt, and a taffeta fit and flare party dress. The high stakes gambler should steer clear of royal blue and orange. The coolness of royal blue can wash her out, while red orange is too heavy for her coloring. Additionally, she should avoid drop-waisted dresses and polo shirts. The high-stakes gambler is a fiery, sultry force to be reckoned with. Adventurous, tenacious, and forthright, she knows exactly what she wants and goes after it. Whether it's in love or work, the Copper Autumn is straightforward and directly making sure her intentions are clear. You would hear her say something like, "I would appreciate a conversation about my future here," or the possibility of my promotion. Or like this, "I have really enjoyed these past 3 months, but let's move forward and discuss about our relationship." She doesn't believe in coincidence. Everything she believes in her life is by design. Confident, risk-taking, and determined, she won't take no for an answer. And here is a Pinterest board for someone who might embody the Copper Autumn or the high stakes gambler archetype. The fifth archetype for autumn is the Bronze Autumn, also known as the Divine Diva. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Cindy Crawford, Angelina Jolie, Sophia Loren, and Oprah Winfrey. Her motto, "I am fabulous and so are you." What is her secret superpower? Making the mundane seem fabulous. Follow this divine diva to a meeting and you will think it's a party. What's her kryptonite? Not being noticed. The divine diva thrives when all eyes are upon her. But when threatened with unimportance, she wilts and probably excuse herself. She is inspired by the natural imagery of Gloriosa lily and Anthurium. Artist Gustav Klimt. The divine diva's dramatic coloring calls for high contrast. And if she opts for monochrome looks, she must incorporate textures. Her fabulous fabrics are charmeuse, Persian lamb, Chinese brocade, and linen. Her signature scents are mandarin orange and fig. The divine diva shines in a long wool coat with an oversized faux fur collar, mandarin style trousers, burn-out velvet fitted blouse with a slit sleeve, a skirt with an asymmetrical hem, and a long sleeve plunging neckline jersey dress that echoes a Martha Graham dance costume. The Bronze Autumn should avoid cap sleeves and anything made of denim. Exotic is the word that comes to mind when you see a divine diva, though flamboyant and theatrical might also run a second thought. When this Bronze Autumn enters a room, it's like a loud gong strikes, declaring she has arrived. She has the charisma, flair, and panache to make everyone else hear it too. For the Bronze Autumn, life is always full of drama and wonder, and she has the gift of making even the most mundane feel special. She might say something like, "Oh darling, I just found the most marvelous orange at the greengrocer just for you." And somehow that ordinary orange might turn into a exotic delicacy. This divine diva has the ability to make you believe that she deserves a countess before her name. Dress her in the sexy, brilliant clothes she deserves and watch her light up the stage. You will never have a better time at any show. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the Bronze Autumn or the Divine Diva archetype. The sixth and the final archetype for autumn is High Autumn, also known as the passionate impresario. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Jodie Foster and Felicity Huffman. Her motto, life is a banquet, and her secret superpower, extra high energy. If you are looking for someone who approaches life with boundless enthusiasm and an unlimited supply of vitality, get the High Autumn on your team. But what's her kryptonite? Committing to a project out of sense of obligation rather than interest. This type has limitless energy until she loses interest. She is inspired by the natural imagery of birds of paradise and tiger lily, artists like Henry de Toulouse-Lautrec. The passionate impresario thrives in high vivid contrasts, but the contrast should be integrated. This keeps the look theatrical without veering into mundane. Her fabulous fabrics are Irish tweed, quilted silk satin, damask, and embroidered linen. And what about her signature scent? Well, it's amber. The passionate impresario's style is unconventional and asymmetrical, combining pieces like a smoking jacket blazer, Mandarin-style trousers, a dramatic high-neck blouse, an asymmetrical skirt, and a one-shoulder cashmere gown. The High Autumn should avoid basic suits and anything conventional. Even though she thrives in a corporate setting, her clothing should never feel uniformed. Simple, non-theatrical pieces will always feel lacking on her. The High Autumn thrives on new beginnings. For her, starting something new, whether a project or an adventure, is always exciting. She excels when moving quickly, but she can get overwhelmed or frustrated by repetitive details. Constant challenges keep her engaged. Her energy and drive ensures she always achieves her goals. And here is the Pinterest board of someone who might embody the High Autumn or the passionate impresario. The first archetype for winter is the classic winter or the queen, which is me. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Zooey Deschanel, Penelope Cruz, Anne Hathaway, and Sandra Oh. Her motto, there is a natural order to everything. Her secret superpower is her grace, which can be inspirational to others. But what's her kryptonite? Vulgarity makes her skin crawl. She is inspired by the natural imagery of red roses. Artists like Diego Velázquez. The queen can effortlessly pull off high contrast outfits. Her fabulous fabrics are lace, gabardine, matte satin, mohair, and georgette. Her signature scents are wintergreen and carnation. This queen shines in a dolman sleeve jacket, unpleated moderate leg trouser, a button neck sweater, sweat pencil skirt, and a 60s style shift dress. The queen should avoid anything that feels childish or unapproachable, like a cartoon themed t-shirt. Her wardrobe must stay classic and elegant, never fussy or too designer driven. The classic winter redefines regal. Even in a casual attire, she carries herself with a dignified grace, natural poise, and calm. It makes you feel like you are with royalty. She is never pretentious, but exudes strength, competence, and grace. Logical and insightful, she blends tradition with sharp intellect. Despite her queen-like nature, she has a wicked sense of humor and enjoys physical activities. Her sensuality shines through in moments of grace and elegance. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the classic winter or the queen archetype. The second archetype for winter is soft winter, also known as the romantic poetess. Some well-known celebrities who embody this essence are John Collins, Jennifer Connelly, Christina Ricci, and Elizabeth Taylor. Her motto is, when I want to know the truth, I look within. Her secret superpower is, this soft-spoken winter commands a subtle but unmistakable respect from her friends, family, loved ones, and colleagues. When she gives her blessing to something, everyone breathes a sigh of relief and goes ahead. But what's her kryptonite? Anything harsh, jarring, or out of tune. One wrong note on a piano can ruin her entire day. She is almost hypersensitive to any type of deception in a situation, a person, or a relationship, and she finds deception extremely demoralizing. She is inspired by the natural imagery of white camellia. Artists like William Merritt Chase, Sir Thomas Lawrence, and Thomas Sully. The romantic poetess shines in shades of same color but in varying textures. Her fabulous fabrics are velvet, satin-faced wool, French lace, and cotton batiste. Her signature scent is vanilla. The romantic poetess looks best in a long suede duster, washed silk poet blouse, long rib knit skirt, fluid crepe trousers without pockets or waistband, and a velvet plunge dress. The romantic poetess should avoid yellow. Anything jagged like asymmetrical skirts or peaked lapel jackets and rustic styles. Hard lines don't suit her. Leather pants and hippie chic styles are also a no-go. The soft winter radiates a quiet power that those around her feel, though few fully understand it. Her approval feels almost sacred, like a priestess blessing, due to the spiritual depth that emanates from her. She is deeply in tune with her own feelings and those who are with her. She often seems almost psychic. Self-awareness is her greatest gift, which she has earned through continuous spiritual growth. She is a romantic and attracts others with her sensitivity. But relationships with her requires patience to build. Though deeply harmonious, she has an unexpected quirk, like a love for a heavy metal music or league bowling that adds an intriguing modern touch to her dreamy romantic nature. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the soft winter or the romantic poetess archetype. The third archetype for winter is dynamic winter, also known as the passionate leader. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Linda Dano, Terry Hatcher, Mary Steenburgen, and Rachel Weisz. Her motto is, "I know what's needed and I will make sure it happens." Her secret superpower is her natural authority. But what's her kryptonite? When people doubt her authority, the dynamic winter often starts to question herself. She is inspired by the natural imagery of white Kaya lilies, artists like Josiah Copley. The passionate leader shines in high contrast outfits, but without overdoing it from top to bottom. Her fabulous fabrics are embossed leather, pleated chiffon, charmeuse, crisp linen, and cotton poplin. Orchid is her signature scent. A silver metallic trench coat, sheer poncho over a tank, 3/4 sari wrap skirt, wide-legged chiffon trousers, and a Chinese satin shade dress. Anything frilly, girly, or insubstantial, anything girlish, these are no-go for her. Low contrast outfits, muted blended colors. The dynamic winter may seem all business at first, but beneath her cool, calm exterior is a powerful, passionate leader who can work like magic. She has a unique ability to inspire others to achieve more than they thought possible. Her natural authority commands respect, making her instantly recognized as a leader, no matter her age. With poise and intelligence, she inspires confidence in herself and others. The dynamic winter's expertise is quickly acknowledged, which leads to frequent promotions. And she excels at mastering new challenges. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the dynamic winter or the passionate leader archetype. The fourth archetype for winter is vivid winter, also known as the earthy philosopher. Some well-known celebrities who embody this archetype are Keira Knightley, Vanessa Marcel, and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Her motto, truth above all. Her secret superpower is, when this lady thinks something is her duty, She is unstoppable. But what about her kryptonite? Feeling obligated to do so. She is inspired by the natural imagery of poinsettia and white Japanese Mongolia. Artists like Henri Matisse. The vivid winter thrives on high contrast, but patterns are best avoided. Her fabulous fabrics are cashmere, Persian lab, satin, Chinese brocade, cotton lawn, silk knit, and light cotton knit. Her signature scent is jasmine and licorice. She looks stunning in a long fit and flare alpaca coat, Nehru collar silk blouse, 3-layer pleated silk skirt, clean jersey pants, and a ruched matte jersey long sleeve dress. A kimono style jacket or a bold unique piece of jewelry with a touch of flair is the key to make her style stand out. The Vivid Winter should avoid ruffles and sack style dresses. The Vivid Winter has a magnetic, trustworthy quality. Sexually appealing and dependable, she is someone you can count on. She is honest and straightforward, but not always easy to read. While she will share her feelings and passions when asked, she tends to mask her emotions behind a cheerful exterior. It's not deception, she is simply discreet. She shares with those she trusts, revealing her true feelings only to those who are in her inner circle. Her opinions, however, are freely expressed, often with great passion, as she seeks truth above being right. Generous and loyal, the earthy philosopher is beloved by those who know her even briefly. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the vivid winter or the earthy philosopher archetype. The fifth archetype for winter is Antique Winter, also known as the Keeper of the Hearth. Celebrity Allison Janney. This type is rarely found front and center. Her motto is, I will do the remembering for all of us. Her secret superpower, she remembers your most important secret and tells it back to you just when you need to hear it. But her kryptonite is that she has a gift of remembering the past, so sometimes she has trouble focusing on the present or future. She is inspired by the natural imagery of seed pod and pieris shrub. Artists like James McNeill Whistler. This antique winter archetype embraces gentler contrast than most of the winter archetypes. Fabulous fabrics, brocade, cashmere knit, handkerchief linen, and organdy. Her signature scent is musk. The Keeper of the Hearth shines in collarless bib front blouse, a riding style jacket, trousers with grommet, lace-up details, and an East Indian jamawar shawl wrap skirt, or a chiffon late 1910s inspired tea dress. She should stay away from primary colors and high-tech patterns, and should also avoid athletic inspired looks. The antique winter is deeply rooted, a true keeper of the hearth. She carries a sense of history that grounds her. This is the friend who knows your story and reminds you when you need to hear it the most. Her emotions are just as deep as the roots. She is generous with her own stories and memories. She is not outwardly warm but holds a quite strong presence. She values nostalgia and sentimentality. However, she despises clutter. Though she loves a home, she also has a passion for traveling. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the antique winter or the keeper of the hearth archetype. Sixth and the final archetype for winter is the playful winter, also known as the ballerina. Celebrities who embody this archetype are Victoria Beckham, Kate Beckinsale, Kelly Monaco, and Winona Ryder. Her motto, let's play make-believe. Secret superpower, this playful creature has such a strong sense of fantasy that she can pull you into her dream world. But what's her kryptonite? When our ballerina flies free, she does so brilliantly. But when she tries to control her life or even other people's, she might come crashing to the earth. Her natural image, miniature roses and baby's breath. Artists, Victorian fairy painters like Sir Joshua Reynolds. Medium contrast is ideal for this archetype. Her fabulous fabrics are tulle, stretch velvet, stretch wool, gabardine, cotton sateen, and chantilly lace. And her signature scent is lavender. The playful winter shines in her long double-breasted winter coat, peplum 1950s beaded cardigan, long tulle skirt, flamenco style trousers, and 1920s flapper dress. True to her ballerina style, ballet flats, tights, knits, she looks best in simple, pretty lines. A velvet Victorian style coat, a cameo pin, or a blouse with a jabot details, but without compromising her color palette. The playful winter should skip everything masculine styles. Short shorts and a heavily padded shoulders are also a no-go. The playful winter is the most light-hearted and energetic of all the winter types. She dives into any project with enthusiasm, though she prefers to focus one at a time. She's a bit theatrical but in a playful, imaginative way. But she is always a delight to have around. Whether as a guest or as a hostess, the ballerina is the life of the party. Though she might prefer a gathering at a restaurant than at home. But her warm and generous nature makes any space inviting. Like a true ballerina, her seemingly effortless grace comes through dedication, hard work, and the courage to take intelligent risks. And here is a Pinterest board of someone who might embody the playful winter or the ballerina archetype. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and tell me which archetype do you belong to. Let me know what videos you would like to watch next. Comment the topics below and I will definitely make video on that. My services are linked in the description and also in the top pinned comments. I will see you guys in my next one. Until then, bye.